There is a statistic that Toyota does not advertise loudly, but probably should. When a Toyota owner goes to buy their next vehicle, they choose another Toyota more often than owners of any other major brand in America. Not because Toyota pays them, not because they have no other options, because something about the Toyota ownership experience creates loyalty that simply does not show up with the same consistency for almost any other brand in this market. And when you dig into the data behind why, the answer is not what most people expect. It is not about the driving experience. It is not about the technology. It is not even entirely about reliability. Though that is part of it, it is about something more fundamental, something that only becomes clear when you look at what Toyota owners experience over 5, 7, 10 years of ownership, compared to what owners of competing brands experience over the same period. Today we are getting into exactly that. Let us find out what the data actually says. Part 1. The loyalty numbers. Long-term owner loyalty studies in the American automotive market consistently show Toyota at or near the top of repurchase rates, meaning when Toyota owners go to buy their next vehicle, they choose Toyota again at rates that significantly outpace the industry average. This matters more than it might seem at first. Repurchase rate is considered one of the most honest measures of owner satisfaction because it reflects what people do with their own money, not what they say on a survey. Saying you love your car costs nothing. Spending $50,000 on the same brand again is a completely different statement. So the question becomes, what is Toyota doing that makes this happen consistently, year after year, across different models and different generations? Part 2. The ownership experience over time. Here is what the data reveals about Toyota ownership that most buyers do not fully appreciate until they have lived it. Most vehicles feel best in year 1. By year 3 or 4, small things start going wrong. By years 6 or 7, repair costs and frequency start affecting how the owner feels about the vehicle emotionally, not just financially. Toyota ownership follows a different curve. Year 5 tends to feel more similar to year 1 than it does with most competitors. The mechanical systems fail less frequently. The costs stay more predictable. The day-to-day experience of living with the vehicle remains more consistent over time. And here's what that does psychologically when the Toyota owner walks into a dealership to buy their next car. Their reference point for what good ownership feels like is shaped entirely by what they just lived through. 7 years of low stress, low cost, high reliability ownership creates a comparison standard that is genuinely difficult for other brands to beat on day 1 of a test drive. Part 3. What former Toyota owners say. The most interesting data is not from the loyalists. It is from Toyota owners who switched to something else and then came back. This group, Toyota defectors who returned, is disproportionately large compared to other brands. And when researchers ask them why they came back, the answers cluster around a theme that sounds simple until you have experienced the alternative. They miss not thinking about their car. That sounds like a small thing. But for people who experienced it and then lost it, who went from a Toyota that just worked every day without drama to a different vehicle where they were constantly aware of small issues, unexpected costs, and growing repair bills, the contrast was jarring enough to bring them back regardless of what the competing brand offered in terms of features or style. Part 4. The financial case. Long-term cost data gives the Toyota loyalty story a very concrete financial foundation. The Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, and Tacoma consistently appear among the lowest total cost-to-own vehicles in their respective segments over 10-year periods. When you combine low repair frequency, strong resale values, and fuel efficiency that stays consistent as the vehicle ages, the financial case for Toyota ownership accumulates year over year in ways that buyers who only look at the purchase price never fully appreciate. Toyota owners who have lived this, who have watched friends absorb repair bills that they simply never faced, are not being sentimental when they buy Toyota again. They are being rational. The loyalty is earned through a decade of financial evidence. Part 5. The honest risks ahead. This video would not be honest without acknowledging that Toyota's loyalty advantage is not guaranteed forever. The electric vehicle transition is the most significant challenge. Toyota has been more cautious and slower in its EV commitment than competitors who have built their entire identity around electric power. For younger buyers who prioritize EV technology, Toyota's traditional reliability strengths may not generate the same loyalty as they did for previous generations. There have been notable quality issues with specific recent models, recalls and problems that receive significant attention and represent genuine marks against the reliability record that has driven loyalty for decades. And Hyundai and Kia have improved dramatically, generating their own growing loyalty numbers. The assumption that Toyota permanently owns reliability as a brand position is more contestable today than it was 10 years ago. The data currently favors Toyota. That data has to be earned again with every new generation of vehicles. Final thoughts. Why do Toyota owners never switch? Many of them do, but they come back in greater numbers and more consistently than owners of almost any other brand. And the reason is not sentimental brand loyalty. It is rational loyalty built on the lived experience of a vehicle that costs less to own, holds its value longer, and demands less of the owner's attention and money over time than most alternatives. The data supports this. The owner surveys support this. The resale values support this. If that sounds like a Toyota commercial, it is not. It is what the numbers actually say right now. And if those numbers pointed to a different brand, we would be saying it about that brand. Hit the like button if this changed how you think about your next purchase. Subscribe to AmericanRevHead for honest car content every week. And drop a comment. Are you a Toyota owner? And would you buy one again? We genuinely want to know. Until next time, drive smart and spend smarter.